My camera does work. My mic does work. I think that we're fine, aren't we? As always, I'm asking for somebody to thumb up. Are we all okay? Oh, I'm not seeing thumbs up. Yes, Beth. Yes, Russell. Thank you. Thank you. And it's actually time. It's actually time. Andy Gantry. Hello, Andy. And it's actually time to start. Hello, everybody. Hello, and welcome to yet. What am I doing? I am just minimizing this one. Yes, welcome to yet another webinar of Kompass. You might remember 2 months ago, we had these job role sessions. We were talking about finance and accounting at this stage. And now we're back talking about project management. In this webinar, really, I mean, this webinar is packed with so much information and so many hidden secrets and some different tools that you can use that not many people are aware. Hang on, let me just move on a different slide. There you go. Here we are. So these are just some snapshots of some of the things that we will be seeing. So yeah, as I've said, there's going to be so many things that we will be seeing today. So please stick around. I know that this is a job role session for project managers, and you might be thinking that this is just for project managers. No, it's not really. It's for everybody. So even if you're not doing much PMing, stick around. There are so many things to learn. For example, let me just bring my laser. Where's my laser? Here we are. We will be seeing, we will be talking about the power search filters, something that does surprise many people when we are showing in some of our webinars. They don't seem to be fully aware of that, so we will be talking about this. We will be talking about how we can read some status update warnings. And also, we can just see some dynamic core spreadsheets that we've got. As I've said, lots of stuff that you are not mainly, you might not be fully aware, and there are so much more. I mean, literally, I don't know whether we're going to fit everything within these 30 minutes. Let's try. So, as always, we've got 3 breaks during the webinar. You can just pop any questions that you might have on our Q&A little button or on our chat button just up there, and I will just be making these stops and I will be talking about them. This is being recorded. This is a recorded webinar, and it will be made available to you after completion. You know me, most of you. My name is Spiros. I'm the Customer Success Manager within Kompass, helping all our new clients onboarding and just trying to give as much value out of Kompass to our existing customers as well. Let's jump straight in. So I'm gonna go up to my Kompass account. Here we are. This is our dashboard. We've seen the dashboard before. We've talked about the dashboard before. I would just like to have a quick look though on some operational stuff, some stuff that we can use quite a lot when it comes to operations. And the first one is the on-time delivery, which is something that I really like. So what is going on with this one is that, as you can see, projects delivered on or before the deadline. If you will deliver a project before the deadline, everything's going to be look fine. If not, this percentage will start dropping. And what I really like is that little cog that will allow you to just separate them by different departments, for example. Click apply, and you can see how each and every department is performing. Billable hours. This is the data. These are the data that we have so much faith in Kompass. We do know that as service providers and as surveyors, everything is kind of down into the billing hours that we are using and how many hours we're using to complete the works. So you have this chart in here. You do have it by department, but once again, you can click this cog and you can just see it. For example, this is something that I really like by manager. Therefore, you can see which is the manager that has the most people who are recording the most hours per month. That was quick. Now, let's just jump straight away into our projects. We're just moving into the operations section. I'm clicking projects, and let's talk about a little bit about the power searches. You do know the search, and you do know that you can just search by, what was that, PECOS? Yeah, found it. However, there are more ways that you can search this database. So for example, I might ask for price of more than 30,000. 30,000, that's 30,000. So I've just got straight away all the 56 projects that their price is more than 30,000. Or I can add something extra as well. This came out yesterday. Literally, nobody is aware of it because we've just introduced it yesterday. I might want to find deadlines, all my projects more than 30K with deadline from today, and by today I will just add 0 until next week. So now I have all the projects which are more than 30K and all the projects that their deadline is within the next week. Pretty awesome. And what is really nice as well is that you don't have to write all this one over and over and over again. You can create a filter set if you want to with this power search. So I'm going to click copy, and I click this little icon in here. And then in here on my search, I already had it. On my search, I will add this one. And I can call it price more than 300, deadline this week. Create. So this has been created. Therefore, each and every time that I would like to run this one next week, the week after, I will be able to just find it from here and run my search. Let's just jump to a project. I would like to just jump to the project 53314. Here it is. Another new feature that not many of you might be aware of. We've got currently the opportunity to add some extra data if you want to, some extra fields if you would like to. As you can see in here, I will click edit, and you can see that we have some new data in here that they were not there, and not many people, people were not using them before. And what people were doing is we're just kind of stocking all the information within details or internal notes. Well, not anymore. You can just add them here as separate fields. They can be text. They can be Boolean, as you can see. They can be a drop-down menu in here. I have defined the values. You will be defining the values yourself. Or it can be also a date. I haven't had a date in here. I should have. You can even have a date in here if you want to. And this is going to be just for your own account, for your own personal account. Defined fields by you. And the last thing before our little break that I would like to show you, which once again, it's down to operations. It's to make project managers' life so much easier, but it's pretty new, is some that I would like to show you in the operations tab. Now, in here, oops, yes. So in here, we do have lots and lots of tasks, as you can see. Let's go here. Lots of tasks. For some of these tasks, I do have some notes. So for this one, I can just click here, and I can see that George, equipment placed in the storage, Nick, can't find it at George Taylor. At George, when you're using the at, that means that Kompass will send an email to George signifying that you've left a comment. And then at Nicholas, see attached photos. They have had a photo in here, and they can just show where it is. By the way, since we're talking about photos, another new feature, if you would like, you can drag and drop a file into your attachments. Here it is. So as you can see, it's drag and drop. You don't have to go through the attached file. Anyways, as we can see, we do have these 3 comments in here. However, some of our clients were asking that, yeah, it is okay. However, I have too many tasks, and it's a little bit difficult for me to go through all the different comments that everybody is dropping within my project. So now we do have this little hub in here. And you can see all the comments that have been dropped in each and every task in the chronological order. If you want, you can filter them and you can just find out everything that is under files or everything that is under coffee, wherever that might be. Yeah, please ignore those. You will see lots of funny text in here. This is a demo site, so it's just using this kind of mumbo jumbo text. So nevertheless, you do have in here your comments hub just to make your life a little bit easier when you want to see how your project is progressing with tasks. And with that said, I will make a short break and have a look whether we have any questions. Where are we? No, that's not what we want. We want this one, I think. Nope, nothing on chat, nothing on Q&A. Great. Let's move on then to our next section. Not you again, just go back to the screen. Here we are. Let's talk about the status updates that we've said before, because we're kind of, I've seen in lots of customers of ours that they do have a little bit of a problem with what I'm going to show you. Let me just show you quickly. I will go back to projects. This is my project 53314. 1,000 hours planned, 70 hours worked. This is 7% of the actual hours that have been worked. So it's really easy for me to monitor the project. I can see that my status update, I've used 7 hours. but my status update is much better. I have this 56% that has been completed. 56% of the works have been completed, which is great for just 7% of the hours. Let's just jump in here. As always, as some of you might be aware of, you can be a little bit more granular in here and just see how many hours you have spent on each and every proposal item. So for example, in here, you can see that even though overall you are kind of okay on the 7%, that particular proposal item doesn't look good. You are at 157% for one day, vegan, that thing. So that might be kind of a feedback for yourself to know that if you can see that that is happening over and over and over again in that particular proposal item, then that might be kind of a moment of truth for you, saying that even though the project overall is okay, I'm constantly failing on that one. Anyways, let's go to operations. And I'm going to be showing you the error that I was talking about, that I'm just seeing it quite frequently. I will click edit, and I can see that I have this warning sign in here. What is going on in here? We have this drainage proposal item. This is a rate one, a TNM. You can only do some rates of that particular one. And according to your PO, according to your contract, you can only do 5 rates of this one. That's all you can do. It's kind of like not to exceed, kind of. And then your project manager went in and said that, well, actually, I'm going for 8 rates. Kompass doesn't like that. Kompass, I mean, it will accept it. It will just say that, yeah, if you will go for 8, fine, go for 8. However, I'm finding a little bit alarming. You're just going for 8 on some that you can only record 5. That's why it's just turning red. So if you're seeing some exclamation mark or something being red, just try to kind of understand it and just speak with your manager or your Kompass champion. Okay, we've seen that. Now, I would like to create some tasks. Once again, let's see something that some of you might not be aware of. I will just jump here on sales. As you can see, I do have this parent proposal item and I have the child proposal item, the IFC viewpoint. I would like to create some tasks for this one. I'll click this, actions, create tasks. Some of you might not have really paid attention to these 2 tick boxes. Let's see what they do. If I will click the prefix, then it will, I mean, you kind of know, it will prefix the parents utilities. I can just show it to you. There you go, utilities, IFC. This is really helpful, especially when you're having some children that they have exactly the same name. Let's say that you have topo parent, traverse. Then you have utilities parent, traverse. Then you have scanning, traverse. If you will do something like that and you will start exporting tasks which are all traversing, people will not really understand under which parent they are, whether they're on topo or not. So it's kind of good when you've got something like that to always prefix it. The other thing that you can do with the other tick box, let's just jump here on IFC. IFC viewpoint engineering. I can see on my costs that I have monitoring project manager, data engineering, and installation technician. Side note, as you can see, we do have this outdated marking here. That is happening because this particular cost has been outdated. It might be we might have some new rates, or it might be the case that, yeah, we discontinue the project management cost. So we have these 3 individuals in here, project manager, data engineer, and installation technician, who will be working on this one. Let's go back in here, and I will click this one. I will click create tasks. Once again, I will select the prefix, and I will select the create separate task, click create, and this is what's going on right now. So we are creating a different task for each and every of our cost options. Really helpful for all these individuals to know exactly where to record their hours. And you can see that they can see how many days each one of them have to do. It's 1 day for the PM, 1 day for the data engineering, so they can see that. Still, all hours are going to go in under the same proposal item. It's fine, but they will just see it as separated when they are on their schedule. The next thing that I would like to show you in here is that many of our clients will have to go through the process of approving the timesheets, just kind of locking them so that people will not be able to just go back and change their timesheets. This is pretty helpful, especially when you're going through payroll and you want to have this cutoff date and say that, okay, this is what needs to be paid. This is what have been worked, and we're not changing it anymore, because changing the hours might change your valuations as well. So what you can do in here, instead of going through each one of them and clicking approve, 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 yes, you can select them all, or actually you can filter some. You can just filter and say that, yeah, give me everything from Alexandra, for example, and I would like to approve everything of Alexandra. Okay, click them all, actions, approve. They have all been approved now. Alexandra cannot change them anymore. Let's reset the filter, create filter, and let's say that I would like to do it for all of them. I will select them all, actions, approve. Everything has been approved now. And I covered everything that I want to cover in this section as well. Therefore, I'm going to go back on my Q&A questions. Yes, we do have something on Q&A. Let's go and have a look. And Q&A, loading. Is it such a big one? Andy Roberts, is there a list of terms that can be used in Power Search? Thank you so much, Andy. Thank you so much. That was some that I had it as a note as well, that I will have to show it to all of you. And thank you for the reminder. That's great. So yes, there is. And let me just show you where you can find it. So we do have, I mean, I did have it. Anyways, so if you will go here in this little question mark and support, you're going in here. Now, I don't remember where it is, but I mean, I can just search. There you go, Power Search Box. Power Search Box. And in here, you will find all the fields that you can use. Some notes as well of how you can use them. And then you have the single value fields, and you've got them all in here. Andy, following our chat this morning, I kind of feel that you might be happy with what you're seeing here with the name of the fields. Range by date. In here, you can see everything that you can just use a date or a range. Range by hours, range by price, range by percentage for probability. So yeah, you do have them all in that particular article. Let's go have a look. Yep. Okay, so I think we're good to move on to our last bit. Back to the presentation. So let's move on to our last bit. Yes, so timesheets. Let's talk about timesheets. I will go to timesheets and I will ask for Anthony Bolton. Let's say that I'm Anthony, and I would like to record my timesheet under a specific project, under project 53314. So this has not been placed under my schedule. Therefore, me as Anthony, I will just do it manually. It's not going to be auto-completed. If you've got it on your schedule, it is auto-completed. So if everything is under here, if you've got tasks under there, under your schedule, let's say that I will go to Ann Elliott, everything is pre-filled. Here it is. But for Anthony Bolton, he had nothing pre-filled. Therefore, we're just telling him that you can just go on that particular project and record your time. And that's what he will do. 53314, you go in here, and then you have to select a task. And then look at this mess. I mean, there are so many tasks. You're just asking for somebody to record their time. Where? What? There are so many tasks in there, aren't they? And I'm pretty sure that we do have some clients as well that they're working in a very, very large project here in the UK. And I've seen some of the projects that got like lots of tasks. And that is kind of makes their experience a little bit slower, and people are getting a little bit confused with this one. There is a solution. Projects. 53314, just going to go here. And what I will go and do in here, I've got 44 tasks. Here they are, 44 of them. So what I will do is I would say that everything which is not under IFC, let's go here, proposal items. Yeah, let's keep the IFC. These three have been completed. I'm done with them. I don't want these tasks just being around anymore. I will click apply. Let's get 100 of them. And now what I will do is I will just select them all. Actions, edit, and then you can batch change names, proposal items, colors, types, start and end date. You can change, you can batch edit all of them. However, what we really like is the closed one. So I would just say that on the 23rd of June, I will mark them as closed. I will click save, and these are now closed. They're not available anymore. If I will go back to Anthony's profile, and I will ask him once again, just go on that particular project, 53314, and go in here. Nope, there you go. This is all he can find. He doesn't have this long list. A very, very good way and a really nice thing that you can do with this one. Sorry, I just have to move my notes. Yeah, a really helpful thing that you can do with this particular task is I will just jump into this project, and I'm pretty sure that you will understand straight away why this is so important. Not sales, operations. Can you see that? I have proposal items for each and every rate per year. And I'm just raising them with the client. Each and every year, I am introducing new rates. I know it's fantastic, isn't it? If only it can happen all the time. But yeah, in that particular one, that is what is happening. And it's kind of a high risk that people will accidentally use the rate 2022 or 2023, and they will record their hours under those particular proposal items. And you don't want that. So what you can do is you can just go here, 100 of them, and then you can select, I should have done it that way. Task types, oops, sorry, not task type, proposal items. Why am I making it so difficult? 2022, here it is, and 2023, there it is. Select them all, clean this out, and now once again, as before, you can just close them and make sure that people will not be using the 2022 or the 2023 rates ever again. Cool. Let's jump to the schedule and let's talk about something that I really enjoy showing to our clients, and I'm seeing that some of them are using it, but most of the times I'm just seeing their surprise every time that I am showing it. So I would like to show it once again. How can you prioritize the task that Anne has to do in this particular day? She has five tasks. As you can see, what Kompass does is trying to make it a little bit prettier. So it does have them by duration. It does have them all lined up by duration, or if you would like to have them lined up by importance. Some of our clients are turning them red, and you can see this particular one, it's kind of indicative that, yeah, just go and do this one as the first one. But then what about the rest? Well, what you can do is you can click here on that filter and sort tasks by name, not by duration. Activate. And what I can do right now is I will just click the edit button, and I would say in here, my first one is just happened to be the first one. Let's say number 1, here it is. And then this one needs to be the second one to be done. Second task. Yep, so it jumped up there. Let's say that this one is the 4th. Save. This is the 3rd. Yep. And the last one is the 5th. Which, kind of it ended up being the 5th. And here it is. So now Anne knows the sequence and how she will proceed. 1, 2, 5, which are the tasks that she will have to do. Okay, so we've done this one, and the very last thing that I would like to show you is some core spreadsheets that we are using. Some of you might be familiarized with the PPR, the Project Performance Report, that helps you understand how many hours have been reported in each and every of your projects, and just check your evaluation and your work in progress and what needs to be invoiced. You might know of that. Some of you that you are on the onboarding process, you will find out. We will be talking about that quite soon. But there are other core spreadsheets as well, and I would like to show you some of them. There is one that I really, really like. And how can you find it? You can just go to actions. There you go. I do have it in here in that particular account. I do have it as an acceptance date analysis, and I can just show you how it looks like. This is something that some of our clients have asked. Can I just have all my projects by acceptance month? And this is what you've got in here. It does load a little bit in the beginning, but then it's kind of becoming a little bit, yep, there you go. So you've got all the information. Plus, you can have more information, and this is something that we have introduced recently. If I will go to insert, since you have the information from Kompass, you can do whatever you like. It's spreadsheet, it's pivot tables, and it's a 3D map that I will show you straight away. Well, actually, no, I will not. No, this actually, yeah, I did try it, but it doesn't work. Okay, I cannot show that to you because I know that it's crushed in the spreadsheet, but it's kind of, it shows you exactly how the projects are being developed within each and every area of your organization. This is something that I can just show you during the onboarding, or if you would like to find out more, let me know and I can just share that with you. Or there is another spreadsheet which is used quite heavily, is the timesheets. Here it is, and that's how it looks like. And you can see all the hours that have been worked for each and every department in each and every area for each and every person during the month. You can see them then by position. As you can see, I have senior surveyors having the most hours recorded in that particular month, and so on and so forth, or task analysis, department analysis, you name it. And all these are being exported from Kompass. So this is all the information that you can get as well with the data. And I think we are done. Let me close this one, and I can just quickly jump in our Q&A session. Oh, we don't have any questions. We don't have any comments. So you see, I think that the spreadsheet has crashed just before. No, it hasn't crashed, but it was just about it. Yeah, it does happen. It should have worked, but anyways, sometimes spreadsheets do their own things. Okay, so here we are done with today. I will just go back here. So I can see that we don't have any other questions or in the chat box, anything in the chat box. Therefore, here I am once again, thanking you all for joining this webinar. I really hope that you've learned something new. I really hope that you've been through some moments of truth, some haha moments. This was really the purpose of this webinar, to just try to show you lots and lots of areas that many people might not be fully aware of. As always, follow us on LinkedIn, up here, wherever that might be. You can check all our previous YouTube, on our YouTube channel, our previous webinars and more videos. And if you are a prospect, you know also where to find us. Just book a Kompass BMS demo and we can go through the rest. And you can find me as well. As always, drop me a mail if you have any questions, and we can go through that together. So thank you very much for your time and see you soon. Bye-bye.